Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Well, this is already incredible. It's already amazing. Welcome to the Video 5K Halloween Special Edition. And honestly, we've already got some absolute crackers. Hello, Clive Finnemore. Hello, Sarah Jacobson. Sarah Jacobson, by the way, is not running. She's not taking part. She's dressed up as a lazy and recovering runner, reclining on her sofa. Victoria, you can put her on screen briefly if you want to. We're not going to focus on Sarah because she's made little or no effort. She's not quite on screen yet. But yeah, Victoria's going to try and put her on screen in a second. But other than Sarah, there are some pretty amazing efforts going on. We'll show you them as we go through. And everyone is starting to run now on their treadmills. So where we go, so we've got Amy Green, Sebastian Volt, Marcus Holmes, Nikki, John Fries, John Farrell, Clive Finnemore, Tina Beard, Yoko and Paul Hayward, and HM as well from Scotland. I'm afraid I'm standing on the start line, so I need to... Hang on. I need to move and be somebody else. Right, Victoria, are you able to change to show... hang on a second, I can do this. I think we've got to explain Marcus Holmes to everybody first, haven't we? Yeah, we've got to explain Marcus Holmes to everybody. Oh! What's going on there? I pressed the wrong button, of course. There's Marcus. Right. Does everybody understand what's going on with Marcus Holmes? Marcus has got the scariest costume of all today. Because Marcus is me. He's managed to get a background. He's managed to get a background of my studio, and he's got the Zwift top and the white cap, and he's positioned himself in exactly the position that I would be in. That is absolutely unbelievable. I can't explain it. It's very weird indeed. Rob Harrison says, Marcus, that is brilliant. I know Sarah was a bit confused when she saw it as well. So Marcus is in the run here. We can see him in the blue top with the white hoop. That's Marcus's costume that he always wears on Zwift. So welcome, Marcus, all the way from Richmond, Virginia. Marcus has outdone himself with the costume today. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Shall we try Amy? Amy Green? Right, let's find Amy Green. So Amy, I'm not sure I caught what she was wearing, but she had something on her eyes, some goggles or something. A mask, a crazy, scary mask is what Amy. And the light. Oh, what's she got behind her? Right, let me just make this bigger so I can see exactly what she's got behind her. Hold on, because that is brilliant. Right, she's got a backdrop of ghosts and scary masks and things like that. How she can run in that mask, I don't know. By the end of 5k, she is going to be pretty sweaty, I would imagine. But well done, Amy. That is fantastic as well. And I like the light. There's lights behind her as well. In fact, the whole thing is lit from behind as well, isn't it? Really good. Shane Druitt says, hi, everyone. Marcus, that is proper out-of-the-box thinking. Thank you, Shane. Hello, how are you? Carol Rushworth is in the house. Marcus looks as though he's running up a very steep hill. Oh, I suppose because he is a bit smaller. Yes. Anthony says, watching from behind the sofa, spooktacular. By the way, if you are watching, hello, we're broadcasting on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch, and we've actually shared the stream out to the Facebook Runners page. So if you're watching from the Facebook Runners page, this is what you're missing out on when if you don't sign up to an FMR run, and if you haven't signed up to the Halloween FMR run today. Marcus is back on screen again. Right, who else can we go through? Yeah, let's go to Clive Finnemore. So that's Amy with her scary mask. Clive Finnemore. Right, Clive. Marcus, by the way, says he's going for the win. Right, Clive is... right, Clive, I don't know what Clive is. He's a ghost in the bottom half because he's got a white sheet on. So I don't know what he is on the top half though. What is that on your head, Clive? What the heck? Right, yeah, Sarah Jacobson says, what is this? What the heck is that? What is that? Is it a pineapple? Has he got a pineapple on his head? Clive's in sixth. Not that we care about this 5k run, but Clive is in 6th position at the moment. We've done about 500 meters of running so far. Sarah Jacobson says, "What is this?" Ian Matthews says, "I love you all. I'll be back soon, hopefully." So Ian is out at the moment, but he's hoping to get back to running soon. Shane says, "I'm glad to see Clive came as himself tonight." That is quality work, Clive. But I dare you to keep it up for 5k. I dare you to keep that up for 5k, Clive. John Farrell next. John Farrell is just behind Clive in the 5k run. By the way, we're running through Neokyo. If you hadn't noticed, it's night time in Neokyo. We've got the neon lights of the city. And there will be a new world in a new set of roads in Makuri Islands soon. I can't remember the name of it. It starts with U, but I can't remember the name of them. Right, John Farrell. There's John. Right, John has got the camera right below him, looking up at the treadmill, keeping it nice and steady. 500 metres in for John Farrell. Rob Harrison says the costume that Clive's wearing is pineapple on a pizza. Yes, now we get it. Okay, Clive is wearing pineapple on pizza for the specific reason that, hilariously, when we did the Beachy Head Marathon, as I'm sure you know if you saw this, we did a live stream from Pizza Express the night before the Beachy Head Marathon, in which Clive asked the waiter if he could have a pineapple pizza, and the waiter said that at that restaurant they do not do pineapple on pizza, and we were all absolutely delighted and laughed our heads off. So Clive is a pineapple on pizza. John Farrell, thank you very much for joining us. Looking great in his pain cave. Oh, have we lost Sebastian? Oh, that's annoying, because Sebastian's got a really good costume as well. Sarah Jacobson says, Marcus, did you discreetly take a picture of Shed Quarters when you were visiting to anticipate this moment? No, I don't think he did, because that is a screenshot directly from the streaming camera. And what he's done is he's waited until I've nipped off the treadmill to go to the loo. That's what he's done, and he's taken a screenshot of the moment that I've disappeared off the treadmill. So I'm not actually on. So he's managed to get a clean shot of Shed Quarters from that camera without me in it. Or he's done some very good airbrush work and got me out of the way. Right, who are we going to go to then? Yes, because Kim Salt says, what is John Freeze? Right, let's have a look at what John Freeze is then. Where is John Freeze? Oh, there he is. Okay, there's John. So on Zwift, John is wearing his Zwift long distance runner's top, running through Neokyo. By the way, Anthony says it's called Urakazi. So the new world in Yumezi, in Makuri Islands, is going to be called Urakazi. Right, this is John Freeze. John Freeze is essentially is it a dog? Is his dog running? John, if you can hear us, John, it's not quite on camera. Can you move forward a little bit so that we can see you a bit more on camera? It's not quite fully on our camera. But he's got his dog running with him, hasn't he? There he is, look. Oh, he's got a microphone. And he's a singing dog. Is that right? Well, are we... Oh, this is... Kim, can you help here? Kim Salt, can you help? And have you got your bingo card running? Right, John is trying to type now. It's an insult to the comic dog, says Sarah Jacobson. Sarah Jacobson says, John Freeze's costume is climbing the ranks for me. Yeah, Kim Salt says, is it a singing puppet? It is the singing comic dog is what it is, we think. Carol says it's a puppet. Yeah, we've worked out it's a puppet. Is Sebastian on? Have you lost him? Sebastian, we've lost you from the live stream, from the images. We need you back on the live stream. So get into the Zoom call again. Hang on. Pets.com and a little puppy dog. Yeah, Kim Salt has lost it. She says, I don't know. Is it a mic the dog is talking into? Yes, it is a mic, and he's got a little mic that says pets.com on it. We have no other clue other than that. It's a cat, right? Sarah Jacobson says it's a character. Is it a character, Sarah? Do you know this? Oh no! Oh no! Look! Oh look! Oh bless. Kim Salt, you can tick off Cat because Sarah Jacobson, who is not running and sitting on the sofa like a lazy runner, has got a cat. So it's not a dog, it's a cat. Changer, it says, is this a right Cluedo game? Working things out. Yes, exactly. Who are we going to next? Go back to Amy. Who else have we got that we haven't featured? Is Paul Hayward there? So we've got a few really good ones, but we haven't got a massive number of people on the video. Sebastian is coming. We think we've got Sebastian back on. You realise you've got Sarah Jacobs in full frame on the screen right now in disbelief. There is Sebastian back on the Zoom call. That with the Aurora Borealis behind him and his pirate costume on. Is that correct? I think we've worked that one out. So is he Captain Hook? Pirates of the Caribbean, he's Captain Hook, is that correct? Sarah Jacobson says she has a black, to be perfectly correct, she has a black cat, which is perfect for Halloween. Exactly. Kim Salt says cat, dog, pineapple on pizza, and a bingo on the bingo card. Well, now Kim, you have to put pirate on the bingo card as well. Not Hook. I don't know. Is it not Captain Hook? Kim Salt says it's not Captain Hook. Right. Why is Heather saying Basil Brush? Who's Basil? What? John Freeze? No, I don't think it was Basil Brush, Heather. Jack Sparrow is what... oh, right. Okay, Jack Sparrow. Right, okay. Yeah, and Sebastian, is that a slug on your top lip there? Because if it is a slug, Kim Salt can add the slug to her bingo card. So she'll have dog, cat, pineapple on pizza, pirate, and slug. If you'll pardon me. Right. Back to Amy. Let's have another look at Amy. Quality work from Amy. Right. Victoria is watching everyone all at the same time, and she's clearly aware that it is too hot for Amy in that mask. She keeps having to take it off so she can breathe. What we think is that Amy's holding her breath in the mask. She's holding her breath, and then she just has to breathe. It's like a whale coming to the surface of the sea. Actually, that's not very polite, is it? That isn't polite at all. I'm not inferring that you're a whale, Sarah, Amy. No, not at all. But she's having to take the mask off every 5 minutes to breathe, and then put it back on again. Right. Apparently, Tina's had a problem. Is Tina not on the stream? Tina, can you get back on the live stream? Because I think Tina has made a bit of an effort. She said, I spent all afternoon decorating myself. Why can't you get on, Tina? What's the problem? Right, Tina is supposed to be on, and she's spent all afternoon decorating her room, and she can't get on the live stream. Is that right, Tina? Type in the address again. I'm sure it's open. You should be able to get on. Make sure that FMR, Tina, make sure FMR is in capital letters. So it's tiny.cc/FMR in capital letters. It must work. Everyone else has got on it. It's definitely working. So FMR in capital letters. tiny.cc/FMR in capitals. Try again, Tina. Right, there's Amy. Should go back to crazy Marcus Holmes. Or is it Stephen Cousins? Who knows? There's Marcus. Right, Marcus is going for the win. He is 3 kilometres in. He's in first place. With Amy Green in second place, by the way. Amy Green is putting in a good effort. Hello, Yoko. Yoko is down there. She's not on camera, but she is in the run, as is Nikki and Paul Hayward. I don't know if Paul Hayward usually joins the live stream, doesn't he? I'm surprised Paul's not there. Right, so there's Marcus. Let's go back to Clive Finnemore. More pineapple on pizza from Clive Finnemore. There he is. So what I thought was the white sheet of a ghost is in fact the base of a pizza. There's no tomato. Right, there's no tomato on there. Sarah Jacobson has discovered a flaw in Marcus Holmes' outfit. Marcus, you have to have tech issues. No, you have to have tech issues to make it a truly authentic Stephen Cousins live stream. And grey hair, apparently. Yeah, Carol Rushworth agrees. That would be good if Marcus has to have tech issues for it to be a true Stephen Cousins live stream. But Marcus has come back with his stride is broken. So I suppose that technically is a technical issue. Is that right? Right, Darren Smith says he forgot to dress as an English Prime Minister. I'm not sure if I've got all the chat. Is that on Facebook? Right. Yeah, English Prime Minister here today, gone tomorrow. He was going to dress as an English Prime Minister, but didn't make it on, unfortunately. Right, Tina is now on. Tina is on. If you can find Tina, we'll put Tina on. She's made it onto the stream. Well done, Tina. And I'm glad all that hard work isn't going to go to waste. And there, wow, look at that. Fantastic. Well done, Tina. Right, Sarah Jacobson has allowed Marcus Holmes' technical issue, that his stride is broken. So Marcus is fully... But Victoria came up with the you've got to have grey hair as well. So Marcus is still not officially created the perfect Stephen Cousins impersonation, but it's damn fine. Well done, Tina, says Sarah Jacobson. Kim Salt says, wow, Tina. She is wearing a full pumpkin on her head. Tina has got a pumpkin. Oh, is that? Has she got fairy wings behind her as well? She's got pumpkins all over the room. She's got pumpkins on the treadmill. She's got lights on the ceiling. It's fantastic. That is really good. Carol Rushworth is eating a pot... Oh, hang on a minute. No, Carol Rushworth also thinks that Marcus needs to be eating a pot noodle and dropping his coffee. So, yeah, a little bit to... Marcus, a little bit to work on there. I think Heather's trying to say well done, Tina, as well. Paul Hayward. Is Paul Hayward on? We think Paul Hayward has joined. Yes, there's Paul Hayward. Heather says nice lights on the ceiling, Tina. And that is Paul Hayward. So let's move to Paul Hayward on the game. There we are. There's Paul Hayward. Paul Hayward is in 11th place. I see. He's only just started running. He must have had a technical problem because he is only on 500 metres. Marcus Holmes has only got 900 metres left to run. Try Phil. Phil Trigg says he's only with us in spirit, as in Halloween. Who said that? Ian Matthews also says, Marcus, you're not Stephen Cousins until you go the wrong way as well. So a number of points to work on for next year, Marcus. It's a good effort, a good try, but nowhere near a true Stephen Cousins impersonation. A number of small details missing there. Well, actually, going the wrong way is quite a big detail. Spilling your coffee on the treadmill, eating a pot noodle. Yeah, but I mean the tech issues and the background, unbelievable. Should we go back to Sebastian, because we haven't seen much of Sebastian? Well done, Paul. Paul's draped the whole scene in ghoulies, not ghoulies, in ghouls and pumpkins and skeletons. Well done, Paul. Brilliant. There is our Jack Sparrow. So if you're just joining the live stream on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube. This is Sebastian Vogt, live from Berlin with the Aurora Borealis behind him, and he is dressed as Jack Sparrow. Kim Salt says, I see a pumpkin. Where is his head? It's behind the pumpkin, Kim. That was about Paul Hayward. Paul had a pumpkin hanging exactly where his head would be. Apparently, oh yes, Clive says we've lost the slug. There it is. It's coming back. It's coming back. The slug is coming back. Sarah Jacobson says this is back onto Marcus Holmes's attempt. We also need a loud "oh no" if something goes wrong, because that's what Stephen Cousins always does. If something goes wrong, he holds his head and he goes "oh no." So Marcus, you need to give us an "oh no" at some point and hold your head in disbelief. Let's go back to Marcus quickly, and then we'll go to Amy. There's Marcus. Yeah, actually, yes, you're right. Marcus does seem to be falling down a hill. We've got 10 minutes left of the meeting, folks. We don't pay for Zoom. This is our free version of Zoom. So we have 10 minutes left of this meeting. So if you can get to the end in 10 minutes, I'd appreciate it. The live stream will continue, but the Zoom call will end in 10 minutes. I guess we could restart it, but then they'd all have to rejoin, wouldn't they? You would all have to rejoin. So, yeah, we've got 9 minutes left. Kim Salt says, run fast. Right, yeah, I see what you mean. Whoever it was that said it looks like Marcus is running uphill, I see what you mean in relation to the background. I'm sure he's not running uphill. Right, Sarah says she wants to see my costume. Let me put myself on screen then briefly. Well, I'm kind of... Oh, very funny. Victoria says Stephen's not wearing a costume. It's so funny, Victoria. I laughed and laughed. Is this good enough? Hang on a second. What about that? There we are. This is my scary face. I'm basically just wearing a cape with loads of makeup on, which is what I do at the weekends anyway. So it's no difference any... Hang on then, let me try this one. This camera will do. I don't actually think I've got a camera of me. Oh, there we go. I've got my headphones on, but I've got my scary face, and I've got my my cape, my vampire cape. That's me. So it's not amazing, but it was a last minute quick effort, and Victoria did the makeup. Right, let's go back to somebody far more interesting than me. Oh, Tina's put her lights on. Put Tina on then. Hang on. See the stream. I can't see the Oh no, we're all right. We're all right. Sorry, I was pressing the wrong button. Here we go. Right, there's Tina. She's put her lights on. Now there's Tina. Oh, she's got a little skeleton at the front there as well. I didn't see that before. Okay, brilliant. Now, right, I still can't work out if that's a pumpkin on Tina's. A pink pumpkin or pink hair. Is it hair? Is that Tina's real hair or is it a wig? That's Tina's real hair. With a little blow-up skeleton and pumpkins hanging. What's on the table in front of her? Can you work out what's on the table in front of Tina? Right, Kim Salt says, where is... right, hang on a second. Carol Rushworth says you actually look much better. She says, although you look as though you've had a late night. Kim Salt says, where is the werewolf? But she likes the skeleton. She likes Tina's skeleton. Kim Salt says it's clown hair, and Tina says it's a wig. So it's not Tina's real hair, it's a wig. Oh right, sorry, Victoria was joking. She knew it wasn't. I don't know. You know, people of a certain age dye their hair. I don't know, do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 says Marcus has killed it. Yeah. I think I mean, I'm going to preempt this because we've still got about 6 or 7 minutes left of the run. Do you know what? Should we give it to Marcus? Right, well, let's take a vote, okay? Let's take a vote. Who would give it to Marcus? Who would give it to Tina? Who would give it to Amy? Who gets the win? Clive? Sebastian's effort is amazing. Clive's effort is hilarious. In fact, everybody who's on has made a really good effort. Do you want to just say hello to John Farrell again quickly? We've only had John Farrell on once. So there's John Farrell. John Farrell currently in 5th place in the run. Well done, John. 4.1 kilometres in. And then we need to go back to Amy Green because Amy Green is about to finish. We've missed Marcus finishing, by the way. We missed Marcus. So let's... Oh, Amy's... Right, there's Amy's with her mask off again because she's so hot. But Amy's going to do a good time. This is actually a decent time. Right, Ian says Tina gets my vote. Carol says Marcus is great but not very Halloween. That's a good point, isn't it? Although it's quite... Well, you see, a lot of people would argue it's quite scary, though. That's you see, yeah. I get you. I get what you're saying, Carol. But it is quite scary. For me, anyway, it's quite scary. I think Amy is going to do a very decent 5k time here. I mean, it's like 25 minutes, Amy. That's a good run. Right, Kim says Tina has not only got a great costume, but the decorations are spot on as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 says Marcus is the scariest by far. Kim Salt votes Tina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 votes Marcus. Carol is undecided. Everyone made a great effort. A great effort except me, says Sarah Jacobson. Sarah says I made literally no effort. Yeah, no, we actually weren't going to count you in for the win, Sarah. You weren't even in the vote. But I mean, it's nice of you to join us. We appreciate your company. Thank you very much for popping in. Amy has finished in less than 26 minutes. Amy, that's a really fast run. Well done, you. Can we go to Marcus? Carol Rushworth says she votes for Amy for her gimp mask. Was it a gimp? Was that what it was? Was it a gimp mask? Right. Marcus is just cooling down. If you've just tuned in and you think you're looking at my shed quarters, that is Marcus Holmes, who has created a version of the shed quarters, which is crazy. He's done basically that's his background. And he's put the Zwift vest on and the white cap. And he's applauding everybody, basically saying well done to everyone else as well. Shane says, great from everyone. I vote Marcus just because of thinking outside the box. Yeah, go back to John Freeze. John Freeze thinking outside the box as well with his puppet running, which is madness. Nikki, I hope you're enjoying all this. We've got Nikki on the game, by the way. There, just give Nikki a ride on. Well done, Nikki. Kathy says, "Well done, Amy." Ian says, "Well done, Amy, for a great run." Kim Salt says, "I like the singing dog too." So yeah, so this is John Freeze and his singing dog. I don't know. Do you know what? I think maybe it's gonna be a draw. Clive Finnimore says, thank you to Victoria for working hard in the background on the tech stuff. Thank you, Victoria. Love seeing everyone's decor and their costumes, says Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. We're back to Clive Finnimore. Victoria says she has to admit she has made as much effort tonight as Sarah Jacobson. Do you want to can Sarah Jacobson come back on a second? This is Sarah Jacobson's outfit. It's a good effort by Sarah Jacobson. Note Sarah is neither running nor dressed up, but couldn't bear to miss out. But she does have a scary Halloween cat. with her. So thank you, Sarah. Sarah says, now maybe Victoria has earned a screen. No. What, for sitting on the sofa and looking at a laptop? No. Oh, Film My Run sticker from John Fries. Thank you very much. Marcus Holmes vote for Sarah. So, Marcus, I think you're the only vote for Sarah. Sarah Jacobson, you have actually got one vote. Jack Sparrow has finished. Let's just go quickly back to he looks sweaty and hot there. Jack Sparrow has been working hard. Well done, Sebastian. He's lost his slug again, though. Everyone has done so well, says Amy. Thank you, Amy. She says she couldn't breathe with the mask on. With the GIMP mask on. Sarah couldn't breathe with the GIMP mask on. Right. And the Zoom meeting has finished. Guys, if you want to log back on, feel free. But don't worry if you don't want to. You can just type in the address. Okay, I'm just going to type in the address again. Right, feel free if you want to rejoin the meeting. Oh, for some reason it's gone again. That's weird. Is it down the bottom? No more Zoom, says Sarah Jacobson. Yeah, one vote for Marcus. On the screen, hang on. Right. We've put Zwift back on the screen. This is Nikki. Running through. We are coming to the end anyway. We've got 3 people left to finish, but Paul Hayward is quite a long way behind, so we'll wait for Nikki and John Fries to finish. Nikki's got 300 metres left to run. John Fries has got 700 metres left to run, so we'll wait for those guys. Amy says she liked Marcus and Tina. Sebastian says this is your personal room. Yeah, it's my personal. Yes, it is my personal room. Yes. Right, we've got Sebastian there. Heather says thanks everyone. Tina says thanks everyone. I'm sweaty. Clive has it for me. Pineapple on pizza. Marcus says the vote is too close to call. We all win. Yoko says she's had a very nice time. Thank you, Yoko. I think I agree with Marcus. I think it's too close to call. I think everyone wins. I think everyone wins tonight. Well, apart from Sarah. Does Sarah come officially last? No, Sarah's in there as well, is she? Oh, Victoria comes last, she says. Right, we all win. That was amazing. Guys, thank you. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all the effort that you put in there. Oh, we've got cars driving. Have I ever noticed cars driving along the streets of Neokyo before? Have we ever seen cars doing that? I've not noticed cars. I have never seen cars driving on the streets of Neokyo before. John Fries is still to finish. Nikki says, thank you everyone, a great run and happy Halloween. So that is our Halloween video 5k special edition over with for another year. Oh no, right, John Farrell explains that he was meant to have a pumpkin head, but Amazon didn't deliver it in time. So that's why John Farrell was sans costume. Cars and lorries, says Carol. Yes. Oh, okay. Right, I've never noticed. I don't think I've ever noticed the vehicles driving around Neokyo before. That's a first for me. But everyone else has, apparently. Carol says, that is the main road you've stopped on. Sebastian says, thanks, Victoria and Stephen. Clive is explaining that his pineapple on pizza outfit was a daily Cornish outfit, apparently. That's just a normal Cornish yokel dress. Clive says, have a good weekend, everyone, and stay safe and take care. See you next time. Carol says, what a blast. Thank you very much, everybody, for taking part. Some people have put in a massive effort to do that, and I know it's only a short live stream, and the Zoom call was even shorter because we only use the free version now. When we did it weekly, I paid for the full version, so we had as long as we wanted, but seeing as we only do these now once every few months, one at Christmas, we'll do another one at Christmas perhaps. Yeah, we don't pay for it, so the longest we can get is 45 minutes, I think, for a Zoom meeting. So apologise for that, but Sebastian said next time we can use his licensed version, so maybe we'll do that. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking part. John Fries is just about to cross the line. I'm sure Paul Hayward won't mind. We won't wait for Paul because he's still got 2 kilometres to run. But well done, Paul, as well. Good effort on Paul's behalf. Everyone is a winner. Real good shout-outs to Tina Beard, to Clive, to Marcus, to Amy, to Sebastian. In fact, everyone. Paul Hayward's was really good as well. Who else did we miss out? John Fries was fantastic. Really good. Well done. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking part. Tina says bye for now. Kim says thanks, everyone, for dressing up. Amy says thanks for organising. Heather says you've curled your hair very nicely, Clive. So there you go. Right, we're off. We're finishing here. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. We will be back Monday for the community run. We'll be back Monday for the community run. But I will from December onwards. December, yeah. From December onwards, I won't be leading the community run. I will be off with the club on a Monday doing track training. So we've got all of November on the community run. But then maybe somebody else, maybe Victoria or somebody could take over it. Oh, you can't get back in time, can you? No. Maybe Clive will do it then. Clive will maybe do Monday community run from December. Anyway, I'm waffling. Take care.